I'll be calling you a radical. This is one of the most important videos I will ever do, and that is saying a lot. Some of Kevin White's videos are probably the most important videos in the history of this genre. Publish. We don't have time to write a fucking book years from now. So, as the sun's coming up right now in Ukraine, the suburbs of Kyiv are starting. You're going to start to see this. It'll come out today. There are freelance journalists embedded hard. Talk about incredible. But in that region, there's been literally nothing. We have been told nothing. We've had to guess what was going on there. Well, now that they're pulling out, we're starting to trickle in and see it. All my years as an activist, and you can try me. This has got to be the worst fucking massacre that, I'm 62 years old. I grew up in the Vietnam thesis. I watched my father be loaded into a body bag. Try me on any of this. This has got to be the worst fucking war crimes I've ever seen in my life. And that's saying a lot. You've seen the collateral damage video. You've seen that. I do these in the evening, these videos in my bathroom because I'm a fan of Henry Miller's. He did those. I decorated my bathroom like his, Curb Your Dogma. And my big important painting is hanging here. I get ready to go to bed at night and I start to think, and I'm watching what I can find. I have a lot of connections. I have a lot of beautiful connections that get me stuff. And this is the fucking most heartbreaking, nasty. So you're going to start to see this. So this mass murder. So there's one of the suburbs of Kyiv that it's being reported that soldiers just lined her up, and her whole family, and executed them. Her husband, all her children. There's another report coming out of another mayor of a suburb of Kyiv, whole family killed, kids murdered in cold blood. People on the side of the streets just walking. I just saw a video. It's one of the first one that's fucking out. It's showing up in France. There's an older gentleman on his bicycle just trying to get away. They had their booby trapping the bodies when you pick up the bodies. They left landmines all over. But this is, mark my words, again, Kevin White just from my early Fukushima videos. They can try to cover it up all they want. U.S. media, fuck what the panty painting they've done on this. My sources were right, by the way, when I reported a couple days ago that these 1,000 Russian soldiers a day being killed. Now there's word starting to come out of my sources, and it's starting to trickle in that, at least 18,000 Russian soldiers dead. But this just indiscretional mass murder that was going on in those suburbs, and we're going to start to hear it. Issue the fucking warrant for this fucking monster now. This is the greatest war criminal in fucking history. This guy has passed them all. This is a battle in what has been a long fucking ugly war, really, that's been going on the last 22 fucking years, this imperialist, especially over there. When he killed Anna in cold blood, fuck, I knew I was in Brooklyn then. I'm like, fuck, she was the greatest. And I'm like, I met a lot of great activists in my life. But I was outside just now and I was looking at the crescent moon appearing. So beautiful, and the wind's blowing a little out here. Utah. Started to think I grew up in a very Mormon community. I still live in it. I quit participating in the Mormon thesis as a kid when I watched them hijack it all and turn it into this Jesus died so I could be rich at these lies. I go back to what Joseph Smith said about the Muslim community because it's the beginning of Ramadan. We must protect our Muslim brothers and sisters. I go back to the great Malcolm X. Not the young Malcolm X, the militant Malcolm X, the mature, the incredible, the great father, the incredible wise man that he was. Not the fake one that they invented, Hollywood. That fucking disgraceful what they did to his legacy. This is my favorite. Well, I have a lot of quotes that I love that I quote, but this could be my favorite of all time. Well, Malcolm, I think it's BBC. Back when BBC was still news, they're not now. They're imperialist fucking pom-pom team, just like the New York Times, Washington Post, fucking LA Times. Well, I used to be friends with Amy. She's Frank Peculiar. They've all joined the imperialist fucking money tree team. Well, Malcolm, you're not so militant about race and about anything anymore. You don't talk like that anymore. You're so much of a peace activist for all people. Your rhetoric is almost Christ-like, you know. Forgive them for they know what I mean. What is with you? What's the change? Malcolm X looks at him and he says, simple. I went to Mecca. I saw blonde-haired, blue-eyed Muslims there. This race bait that's been shoved down our throat, religious bait, in the name of, this war. Mark my words, and again, it doesn't matter if it gets 3 views. Recording history, I was just with my grandchildren's birthday party, and they're born the month, those 2 a week apart, 2011. I was just thinking so much about how many birthday parties aren't going to be over there. When they line up and kill fucking whole families, I guess they're trying to revenge Nikolai II's. And no forgetting, I guess. These are the greatest fucking war fucking crimes in fucking world history. Anybody who's fucking aligned, and I warned everybody in our community, you distanced yourself from Putin a long time ago. As you know, I've done thousands of videos. Wearing my Russian hat, and I've used every form to warn you against this fucking monster. This indiscretional fucking mass murder. Like I said, there's reports, it's probably much more than Russian troops he sent to their own death. And it's like, oh, Chernobyl's the worst nuclear disaster in the world. No, it's not. That was one partial meltdown, was nasty. Fukushima's 3 full blown out. Not to mention 6 cement fuel pools. Fucking 7 counting the common cement fuel blown to smithereens with MOX fuel. Fukushima's tens of thousands fucking times worse than Chernobyl, and Chernobyl's all bad. Fukushima's the greatest ecological catastrophe in human. Everybody's gone along. They just repeat the globalist fucking narrative. Mark my words. These are the greatest fucking war crimes, well, at least since the 1940s. Maybe even more than that. You're going to start to see this footage is going to start to form because journalists are going to start getting in there because Russia's completely backed out of there. We're going to be able to get to see it. I've saw some of it. Just fucking riding through town, people trying to get away and just it's collateral damage. You've seen the collateral damage video? How come those people didn't all go to fucking be punished to the fucking highest level? I guess we'll let God fucking sort that out. You're going to start to see this, and this is going to go down as the nastiest, most vicious war crimes in in modern fucking human history. This is unfucking believable. I can't believe these fucking monsters did this. And the world community is just going to sit there. We know what the U.S. is. Fucking Putin is going to... Putin wanted to fucking cement his legacy, the Battle of Putingrad. Oh, he cemented it. Putin will be labeled, he'll live in the annals, not as Stalin. Oh no, he's way past that. Hitler, he'll be right there fucking lying. I personally believe that he will be labeled way worse than fucking Peter the Great, Ivan the Terrible. He's past Ivan the Terrible. It was probably his bloodline. I think he's even worse than Hitler. For at least this one battle in this long evil war. But remember, Putin's been up this tour a long time, gassing in Syria. The killing of an American journalist named Anna, fucking on his birthday, just fucking in cold blood. This guy is the most passive-aggressive, cold-blooded fucking killer in world history, I believe. And I think you're going to see this starting this morning. And remember who fucking told you this. You're going to see these are the greatest atrocities in fucking a battle. And, My Lai massacre on fucking battle. And try me. Try to Kevin watch it. And I don't care if I get 22 fucking views. Of course people are going to feel they can't handle the fucking truth. They don't want the fucking truth. So again, Ramadan started. The great, great fucking Malcolm X. Who's one of my favorites, by the way, of all time. And that's saying a lot. Try me on any of them. Andrei Sokolov. Whoa. Bobby Kennedy. Dorothy Day. Martin Luther King. All anti-nuclear energy activists, by the way. Jesus Christ. All these incredible, powerful, fucking, real fucking activists. Oh, I've been in the street. I've done everything I can. I'll keep doing it. I'll get back in the street. COVID's fed us back, but my work will go on. Mark my words. You're going to start to see this in the morning. And Putin has cemented the mass murder. This is probably the bloodiest fucking battle. Well, this is Gettysburg. That's what it is. And we know how heinous and horrific. That's what it is. It's Eastern. I think it's going to pass it. I really think it's going to pass it. Gettysburg didn't fucking slaughter and fucking. I shouldn't even call it that because they didn't just go indiscretionally slaughtering fucking women and children. So strike that. It's not Gettysburg. It was. I thought it was the Eastern Gettysburg, but it's way worse than that. My massacre on fucking Balko on chemo. Putin's fucking massacre. It stands alone. This will stand alone in the annals of history. Is the greatest fucking mass civilian murder, fucking slaughter, which I named it Putin's March Massacre. Fuck, it was still February when I named it that. It will live in the annals of history as the greatest war crime in fucking modern human history. At least since the 1940s. I personally believe he's past Hitler. I can't believe it. Well, I saw the collateral damage video, you idiot, and that's Obama, what a war criminal. Bush, Cheney, what war criminals. This is even worse. It's even worse. Stand tuned.